Hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing January 2018, paper 2, number 7. Well, it has number 8 here. Back when before they changed the structure of the paper, right? Our sequence questions used to be a number 8 question, right? But moving forward, after 2018, it was usually a number 7 question, right? This is number, I don't want to. It's number 8, but it's the sequence question, right? A sequence of figures is made from toothpicks of unit lengths. Unit length just mean one length. The first 3 figures in the sequence are shown below. Draw the 4th figure. So your figure 4 would be a 3rd figure, and then if we look at the process, you see that they're adding 2 triangles, 2 extra triangles. So it is going to be one triangle looking like this and a next triangle that is looking like that, right? Yeah, so if we look from figure 1 to figure 2, you see that they add 2 triangles, and figure 2 to figure 3, this was figure 1 here, you see that they add 2 triangles. So figure 4 would be figure 3 and adding 2 triangles, right? And that's 2 marks. Part B, study the pattern of numbers in each row of the tables below. Each row relates to one of the figures in the sequence of figures above. Some rows have not been included in the table. Complete the row numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? They told you the figure, right? They want the number of toothpicks in the pattern, the parameter. Right, so the first thing I would do personally is just look at the first 3, right? We see that we're going from 3 to 7, the difference of that is 4. And then from 7 to 11, the difference of that is also 4. So your 4th figure, which is directly after your 3rd, would be 11 plus 4, which is equal to 15. And then you look at the parameter, we see that is going 0, 1, 2, and this would be 3. Then 1, 2, 3, this would be plus 4. Then plus 2, that's 4 and 2, 6. 6 and 3 is equal to 9. So this would be equal to 9. Right? And if you look at this one, it should be a little bit easy. Actually, no, let's go to the end figure. Again, because this was in order, I could have done this. If this is figure 7 or something, so I don't want you to keep on adding until you get the 7th figure. Let's just get the formula and it'll be easy, right? So we know that your figure is equal to n. We're talking about the toothpicks, right? Right, so the figure number is n. Your first value of the sequence is 3 and your difference is equal to, we saw that the difference was 4. So you put it in this formula, an is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 by d, where n is equal to n because that's the figure number. So wherever we see n, we're leaving it as n. A1, you're going up at 3 plus n would be n minus 1 and d would be 4. So what you would do is multiply your number by each term in your bracket. That's 4 by n and 4 by minus 1 according to distribution law, right? So an is equals to 3 plus 4 by n is 4n and 4 by minus 1 is minus 4. Group like terms, an would be 4n minus 4 plus 3. So an is equals to 4n minus 1. So that would be the formula for this, 4n minus 1. And you can check to see for your 4th figure, that would be 4 by, when n is equals to 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So you see that is correct. Right, now let's do the parameter. Parameter, right? They have first values, second values, third values, and well, your 4th values. Right, your first value, right, is 0, 1, 2. When you see values like this, you ask yourself, what is the relationship between your figure number and your first set of values? You could see that it would be your figure number, in this case, n plus 1, right? No, sorry, n minus 1. It's 1 less than your figure number, right? your second set of values would be 1, 2, 3. You want to compare it to your figure number to find the relationship. You realize that it is the same. So your second values is actually equal to n, or your figure number, right? So the first value would be a figure number minus 1. This one would be a figure number, right? Your third set of values is 2, 2, 2, and you see that it is the same throughout, so it is a constant of 2. And then your last set of values is actually your addition of these, or you can actually see that it is increasing by 2. We go for the difference between 3 and 5 is 2, and 5 and 7 is 2, 7 and 9 is also 2. So we could say that you're going to find the formula for an is equals to a1 plus n minus 1 by d, right? What you could do is you say that n is equals to n, a1, which is your first value, for that last, hold on, I didn't put it, this is your fourth values, right? Your fourth values, you use the formula an is equals to a1 plus n minus 1 by d. All right, let's just go to the side here. So a1 is your first value in that sequence, which is 3. D is, you see there's a common difference of 2, right? And n is equals to n. So that means it's an is equals to a1 is 3 plus open bracket n minus 1 by d, which is 2. So an is equals to 3. According to law of distribution, you're multiplying each term by a bracket. So that's n by 2 is 2n plus 2n minus 2. So an is equals to 3 minus 2 plus 2n. So an is equal to 1 plus 2n. So what you can say is, listen, my first value is n minus 1, right? Put that in brackets, plus my second value is n, right? My third value is a constant of 2, and all of this is equal to 1 plus 2n. And that would be your formula for n. Go backwards. Now, if you look at part 2, let's do part 2 first. Part 2, we know that your second, you didn't even need to make the subject of the formula. You know that your second values is actually equal to your figure number. So this is equal to 20. Right? So your second value is 20, so your figure number is 20. Once you figure that out, you can say 4 by 20 minus 1. That's 80 minus 1 is equals to 79. Right? And then this one, part 3, you may have to, yes, you'll definitely have to work backwards. You need to find out what n is equal to. So, it would be 4n minus 1 is equals to 127. You make n the subject. You carry across minus 1. That's 4n is equals to 127 plus 1. So 4n is equals to 128. Then you carry across 4. That is n is equals to 128 divided by 8. Right? Not 8, sorry. 4. My bad. You carry it across, multiply by 4, so it's divide by 4. So that would be, I believe it's 32. Let me just check and make sure. That's equal to 32. So when you know that n is equal to 32, this becomes so much easier. You know that your first value is the one less, so it would be 32 minus 1 is 31 plus 32 plus 2. And you can just add all of this instead of putting it up, but is equal to 1. You could add it up instead of putting 1 plus 2n, right? So it would be 31 plus 32 plus 2 is equal to 65, right? And that would be the answer for part 2. Right, and that would be the end of January 2018.